Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get the Nova in primer. I'm going to show you guys how I prep everything and what grit we're going to use, what tools I use, how to back tape all the channels of the trunk lid and all the window jams, door jams and all that stuff. I'm going to show you guys how I use the DA for all the mostly flat surfaces, and then all the little cracks and crevices are all going to be done by hand. So, or a small 90-degree block we'll use for all these little interior edges of these panels. So I got the whole car stripped down. The only thing that's really left on it is the master cylinder here, and I also have to take off the rear bumper, the fiberglass bumper off the back. I don't think I'm going to be doing much filler today, but the goal is just to get this thing in primer so it could be ready to get blocked, and then I can see where I need to put my filler or polyester depending on how deep the dent is. The tape I'm going to be using today for all the openings is going to be this 3M automotive refinishing tape. It's the yellow stuff. This is 1.5 inches wide. That's what I'm going to be using on the jams. We're going to do a half overlap on the back side of the pinch, and then the other half that's sticking out past the pinch is what our plastic sheeting is going to stick to. I think these are 10 bucks a roll. I could be wrong. I have to look it up, and I'll put a link in the description below. But this is what we're going to be using for this stuff. Anything that I plan on completely disposing, I usually try to do in the regular blue 1-inch masking because it's a little bit cheaper and I can get it anywhere, rather than this where I have to buy it at Amazon or at a local paint store. So I try to do that, and then this is the plastic sheeting I'll be using. This stuff is better than just some drop cloth, or not drop cloth, but drop sheeting that you would buy at Lowe's, because this actually has a side that has to be up, so when you're spraying it actually sticks to the plastic rather than bouncing off and attaching itself to, you know, all the vapors and everything. Your overspray will stick to this sheeting rather than bouncing off and going onto the panel, or which will cause your paint to look gritty. So this is the sheeting that I use. This is 3M brand. This is, it's sitting on the floor, it's a little dusty, but that's the part number, 06723. This is 3M brand. I'll put a link for this. I think I paid 50 bucks for this on Amazon. So, and this is 12 feet wide by 400 feet long. So you could do a couple of cars with this, or whatever you're trying to paint. See, I got the pinch welds in the trunk area taped off. The only thing that was a pain with this one is it has a 90-degree lip that comes up, but that lip also needs paint. So I'm going to try and just lay the plastic over this and cut it behind this 90-degree and double tape that maybe to the inside edge of the metal. I have the back glass done, besides this top section, and I added 45s to try and get extra surface area on for the plastic. That way it's a little bit stronger, because I plan on not only prepping the surface with this tape, but obviously it's got to be there for the paint. So I'm just trying to keep the plastic wrap and tape as strong as possible so I don't have any overspray going onto my somewhat freshly painted dash. Got the passenger side all done. This corner is being a little pain in the ass, but I did a 45 there. Same thing as the other side, pretty basic. I tried to use a round bend and just kind of jam it into this crease because this is where the felt sits for the back glass. Now we're gonna move on to the windshield. We got the front windshield done. I got the tape all the way around. I got my corners here 45, and now I just gotta lay it flat on this, on the firewall here. And after that, we'll be ready to start sanding stuff down, wiping things down, and getting it ready to be primed. As you pull the plastic out, you're gonna want the orientation of the 3M. It says it right there. Paint this side up because this is the side that is meant to be tacked on by the overspray. So we're gonna pull this out and over the top of the car, go all the way to the front, cut off the back here, and then we're gonna stick it to all of the pieces of tape and all the openings that we need. We're gonna cut around, get you fresh razor blade because you don't want to be snagging on the plastic or snagging on the tape. Masked off, and we're gonna come across here and overlap our tape across the pinch weld. So we got all the openings closed with our plastic. Everything's double taped besides our quarter windows because those can only be back taped. We're going to use the DA. This is a Ingersoll Rand brand DA. The model number I think is the SR22F. Northern Tool sells that. That's where I got it. I'm sure you could get it anywhere, Amazon, whatever. And after we get everything scuffed, we're gonna wipe it all down with this Rust-Oleum wax and tar remover, which you could get at any auto parts store, or you could get another brand at a paint store. And then we're gonna hit it with some tack cloth and get it all cleaned up and ready to be sprayed. gonna wipe everything down with that wax and tar remover. And once that flashes and dries off, we're gonna go to tack cloth, and then we're gonna lay down the primer. All right, next we're gonna go to some super tack rag, surgical blue tack cloth, and wipe the whole thing down, make sure there's no dust whatsoever. That way we have a good adhesion for our primer. Okay, so the primer calls for 4:1. My gun could hold up to 5, so I did 5 here with the paint, up to the next 5 for the hardener, and then if you wanted to reduce it, you could add another 1, so put the third 5 there with reducer to thin out the paint a little bit. But right now we're doing filler primer. We're trying to get this thing thick and lay it on fat so we can block it and make it a better, get you a better view. 4:1, 5, 5, and that second 5 is going to be the hardener. For the day. Got the car and primer. Actually don't look bad in white. Pretty sharp. Comment, like, share, subscribe, anything. Help the channel out. Trying to keep the ball rolling. I'm up to, I think, 3 videos in less than 2 weeks. So I'd appreciate it if you guys hit the notification bell, all that garbage, you know, to help me out. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we got a lot of work to do. Peace.